Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. I'd like to go ahead and extend a Christmas uh, greetings and wishes, best wishes, during Christmas and the holidays, and wish you all a Merry Christmas. Um, the While the holidays are coming upon us, I would like to go ahead and talk to you all about, during the winter, we see a lot of places where they get a lot of snow. Here in Tennessee, we don't get a tremendous amount at all. We get some, but not really much of anything to really worry about. But some places they get quite a bit more than others. And what I'm going to say about this is that it can be pretty destructive to your vehicle. And I'm kind of a big, I really don't like people using, I don't like salt being on the roads or being used on the roads. It's destructive to the roads, it's destructive to bridges and vehicles. And it's really, really hard on the vehicles. It's really hard on the sheet metal, the steel, everything like that. Now, also, too, is that, this time of year, some people will buy a vehicle for somebody, a friend, a loved one, or something like that. And if that's the case, then there is something you do need to see. And I'm not going to point out this vehicle. I'm not going to point out where it's at or who it belongs to or anything else. I'm not even going to point out what kind of vehicle it is because it's not mine. But this is a good learning opportunity. And what I want to show you is this right here. You see all of this stuff here. This may look like dirt to some of you all. And some of it actually is dirt, but it isn't. Let me show you. Get the old magnet out and I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you can see that? Yeah, that's metal. Let me show you where it was at. You see that? You see all that right there? How badly that's just ate up? That's your frame, okay? That's rust. That's what happens when rust gets in frame. That's what happens when salt gets in frames. You got salt, you got all kinds of other things that gets in the frame of a vehicle. Dirt, moisture collects in there along with the salt from the wintertime. And what happens is it collects in there. This is a box frame. So you can see there's a very critical area right here. Yeah, critical area right here. This is where the cross member comes in contact with the rest of the frame, and it goes around here behind. Not only that, look here, it gets in the parking brake cables as well. And where else? Oh yeah, over here on the other side. You can see right there. Look, see, it's bad. It's really bad. What I was going to say is that box frames can sometimes have problems with this. When you're dealing with a vehicle like that, an older truck like that Dodge right there, you're dealing with a vehicle that has a C channel frame. Okay, basically, if you look at the back of at one end or the other of the frame, you'll notice that the main frame rails are shaped like the letter C, hence the name C channel. This is a box frame. Box frames don't have an open interior portion. All of it is boxed, hence the name boxed frame. Okay, so if you look at one end or the other, it looks like a square box. There you go. But the problem is that sometimes not all of the moisture or dirt is allowed. See the little hole right there? Not all the moisture or dirt is allowed to get out of the frame. So that's what I'm talking about. And that's what you need to be aware of when you're buying a vehicle. Okay, so if you're buying a vehicle for somebody during these holidays or any other time, really, you need to be aware that um, This is something you can prevent. This is something, if you watch this video or watch videos like it, you can go and you can go to a garage. If you're test driving a vehicle, take the vehicle to a garage and just have them put it up on a lift like this and say, hey, you care to inspect this truck for me or this car or whatever? Let me know what's going on with it. Some places will charge you, 50, 25, 50, maybe even as much as $100 to do it. But the way I look at it, that's money well spent because I'm like this. To repair stuff like this can get expensive. Not only that, you might be thinking, oh, okay, well, hey, just weld some sheet metal or weld some metal back in. Yeah, you would definitely do that. But the thing of it is also is that some of this stuff has to be removed in order to get to the frame. Like over here on this side, we've got to remove lines. We've got to get these lines out of the way. These lines are plastic and metal. They can become very brittle, very difficult to remove, and also they could take time to remove. It's time that adds up to the overall ticket, the overall cost of it. So what you want to do is you want to make sure have somebody, get under the vehicle, take a look, inspect it, give you some idea as to what's going on. Because, the rust, it can be a serious, serious issue, especially in vehicles that come from up north. Some people may argue with me on that. I'm not sure there's many that will, though, because I think most everybody can agree that, there's so much salt and snow and sleet and rain and ice and stuff that's being used up north that it can collect on the vehicles and it can just seriously, seriously damage the vehicle's metal components, all the metal components. Um, Even stuff like aluminum, it has a really adverse effect on them as well. But something else that really amazes me about this particular vehicle is that it just hasn't ever been taken care of. It's just I'm noticing all kinds of stuff everywhere. Like this brake rotor, it's pretty crazy. This brake rotor, if you notice, it's thicker here than it is here. What's up with that? It's not supposed to be like that. Mm-mm. What it's supposed to be is it's supposed to be equal on both sides. Okay, both sides of that rotor are supposed to be equal. What's happened is somebody has been just, uh, this side of the rotor has been just ground down by probably somebody using, pads that just wore down to the metal. And it just wore down that side of the rotor, and the caliper contributed to that too. And then this side of the rotor, you got a big old ridge right there. So, you know, it's not good. This thing still has the factory shocks, and it's an '05. So, you know, '05 model truck with, it's almost 15 years old, and it's got the factory shocks on it. Yeah, don't think this is some low mileage cream puff. Mm-mm. No, this thing is a disaster. So yeah, it's not. I mean, that's the body mount right there. It's coming apart. So, whew, you know, maybe a few more good. Sorry, I'm getting the light here. Maybe a few more good years for this vehicle, and it's going to be done and over. So, anyway, I thought I'd make this video and let you all see what's going on here with this crazy thing. Um, this crazy vehicle. So, and also give you some information on what you need to be looking for when you go and you start vehicle shopping. Okay. So, do yourself a huge favor, arm yourself with the correct information, get a vehicle inspected. Some dealerships will say, hey, we've already inspected them. Yeah, some have. Some have inspected them and not inspected them very well, or inspected them and made it look like, hey, this vehicle's really great, and they've kind of tilted the results in their favor. So yeah, go to an independent garage, get them to put it up on the lift and have a look at it. Okay, I'm sure most any garage will do that for you. Anyway, all right, that's all I've got for now. So thank you again for watching, and I do appreciate everybody. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, put them in the down below, and I'll be sure to get to you and tell you everything I can about them. Okay, help you any way I can. All right, thank you and God bless. Y'all have a good one. Oh, and Merry Christmas.